Hey everyone, what's up? This is Blaze. Welcome to my first top 10 video that I've ever made for Wizard101. So this is going to be my top 10 favorite mounts in the game. And I was making a list for this and I kind of judged it by what mount I use a lot just on each of my characters, what mount I really like the looks of, you know, what mounts just kind of speak to me on a spiritual level, which mounts kind of are like really nostalgic for me just because of how I got them, you know, how long ago I got them, that kind of thing. So this is the top 10 mounts. Really excited to bring this video to you guys. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please leave a like on it. And other than that, let's go ahead and get started. Starting things off with number 10, I picked the Bone Dragon for this one. And I also have a special treat for you guys because this is a house that I don't think I've really shown on camera. I mean, you can probably tell why, just look at it. But everything in this house just thrown on the outside is from the Dragon's Horde pack. And this was from when I spammed this pack because I think it was the first pack that ever came out. And I just completely just destroyed this pack, threw crowns at it. Got pretty much everything from it. I got multiple bone dragons, which I used to have them kind of flying around here, but I've kind of transferred them into my bank, like between my characters. But here is one of them. This mount is the classic mount from the Horde packs, the Dragon Horde pack, which is honestly one of my favorite packs because I just liked it. And you can probably tell by this house, it's just completely Dragon Horde furniture items just thrown everywhere. We even got the dragon wings over here. So, and looking at the mount, it is a really nice looking mount. I mean, it's got like the beating heart that's on fire inside of it. I used to look at that, I'm like, what the heck? And its eyes are glowing, and I don't know, it's just a really awesome mount. There's a way to farm for this now, so you don't have to get it from the pack. But yeah, really cool mount. I like the flying animation. You're like soaring through the air. So that's gonna be number 10, Bone Dragon. Number 9, I'm gonna go with the Panther mount. This is the Black Panther, but it's just called Panther in the Crown Shop. And you can just buy this one in the Crown Shop for gold, so that's pretty cool. But I consider this mount one of the casual mounts in the Spiral. And these mounts are just really awesome just to use like for day-to-day activities. Sometimes you'll go in the commons and you'll just see like a bunch of people staring at the common water, just like lined up with a bunch of Black Panthers or other kind of Panthers, like the Bengal Tiger is one of them. And it's a really nice mount. It has a cool running animation. I like its tail, how it just kind of, you know, flops behind it. These Panther mounts are just really nice looking mounts. I mean, they're pretty simple, but they do the job. You know, they get you where you want to go, and they do a good job of, you know, looking nice when they do it. The other one that I don't have is the Charity Meowmodon, and that is a mount, you know, I've always wanted, but there's no way. They're not going to, you know, bring back charity mounts. They brought back the April Fool's mounts, but I don't think they're ever going to bring back the charity mounts to be able to purchase again. If they did, I would instantly buy the Charity Meowmodon because that one is a white panther looking mount and it's just awesome. So I'm going to give this one to the Panther for our number 9 slot. Number 8 is going to be none other than the Mammoth Mini, aka the mount that I spent 9,000 crowns in order to get. At least I think it was 9. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 9,000 crowns. Like, that's a lot of crowns, but you know, to me it was worth it because I have been farming for this before it was released in the Crown Shop and just never happened. But it is a cool looking mount. I mean, it's a miniature mammoth. Like, you think about the mammoth spell for ice wizards, and obviously a different color, but you know, it does its job. It looks like it's dancing too, so that's cool. But yeah, riding a mammoth, and it gives the 2% outgoing, so I think it's a nice overall mount. This is the mount that I use whenever I'm in like a jade kind of setup. If you're lucky enough to get it from farming, well, that's even better. But yeah, or you can drop the heavy price tag of 9,000 crowns to get yourself this this cute little mammoth guy. Number 7 is going towards the Sloth because this is personally my favorite April Fool's Day mount because they just killed it with the first one. This is the first one ever released for April Fool's Day. And I was going to do this one in the Pet Pavilion, but they changed the Pet Pavilion since then, and you can't use mounts in there. And I remember that video when I was trying to like joke about, you know, the Sloth and how slow it was and stuff like that. So just a awesome April Fool's mount. I think it was their best one, and that's why I'm gonna give this one the number 7 slot on our list. I mean, just listen to it. We need more sound. Full sound effects. It's kind of, I can hear Bartleby's like groaning in the background too. We got like double Sloth and Bartleby groaning. I mean, look at this jump. Like, how does it jump that fast if it walks this slow? So number 6 may be a surprise for some people, but I'm gonna give it to the Moonlight Pony. And the reason for this one is this is my all-time favorite pony mount, stallion mount, whatever you want to call it. Because I got this one when they did kind of a throwback type of thing in the Crown Shop where you could buy the Moonlight and the Starshine Pony for, I think it was crowns. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was crowns, but it wasn't that expensive. So I instantly bought this one. Didn't buy the Starshine because I don't think the Starshine looks as good. It's kind of the one where the face looks a little different. But this one, just everything about it looks awesome. I mean, you got like the moon on like its back, its butt. I mean, it's got half moons on each of its butt cheeks. Come on. So we've got the Moonlight Pony, and he just looks like he's kind of mad. I mean, he's mad about something. I don't know what it is, but so overall, just my favorite go-to horse mount that I use. I've actually used this one quite a bit. Not really recently because there's been some new mounts that have been released that I'll show later in this list, but this is definitely a go-to kind of classic mount for me. So big fan. Welcome to the top 5. Coming at number 5, we've got the Midnight Rider, the newest mount in the spiral from the Witch Hunters bundle. And this mount is, I think, a good one to start off our top 5 list because it is a really cool mount. I mean, it's the only car mount in the game besides one that we're going to be showing a little later. And I mean, it's the only car mount, I guess you could say. But it is really awesome, just the feel of it. I mean, I love driving around in this thing. The sound has a ton of sound effects. Like, there's a bunch of different sound effects that go along with this one. So obviously, just a lot of time was put into this mount, and you can tell the jump is pretty cool. I mean, the jump is not the best part, but just the overall like feel of it, the sound effects make it to be a pretty awesome mount. Plus, you're driving a coffin. Like, who would turn that down? So that's the Midnight Rider for number 5. So I was scrolling through my mounts on my Storm Wizard, and I just had to go with number 4, the Chestnut Pony. I mean, just look at its face. It's so cute. Like, it doesn't even move. It just stands here. It actually doesn't move. I thought it had some kind of movement animation. No, but it just sways a little bit. I mean, its tail kind of moves, but this mount does nothing. All right, never mind. That is not going to be our number 4. Just kidding. Number 4 is going to be our Crystal Unicorn. Chestnut Pony. I don't even know why I have that mount. Number 4, Crystal Unicorn. A lot better mount. Wow, this one is just a huge upgrade from that. But Crystal Unicorn was an instant favorite when I saw this from the Jewel Crafters bundle. And it's great because you can dye it any kind of color. I mean, on my Storm Wizard currently I have it with the purple and white. And his animations are nice. The jump is really clean, and overall this one's a great one. Just I mean, I wish I would use this one more, but on my Storm Wizard I usually have to go with the Narwhal, which is kind of sad because I need mount stitching. Come on, Wizard, this summer. But since we don't have mount stitching, this one it does give 2% accuracy, which isn't really too relevant, but this mount is just overall awesome. I mean, just look at that side angle, so majestic. It's got a unicorn horn. I mean, it is a unicorn. It's a crystal unicorn. Who even thought of that? Top 3. Here we go. Number 3 is going to be one of the all-time coolest mounts that they've ever put into the game. When I saw this one from the Horde Pack, the Road Warriors Horde Pack, I was just like, wow, how can I not want to get this mount? How can I not spend an insane amount of crowns going for this one? Which I did, and finally got it. But, you know, that's just how it goes. This mount just overall is amazing. It looks like it has like a hot dog in the middle, but you know what? Even though it looks like it has like a hot dog in the middle, it doesn't matter. It's still a cool mount. Like, it has like flames. I don't know if it's a hot dog. It's got like the bun is flames too. I mean, who cares if it's a hot dog? The mount looks awesome. It's literally dragon. It's a dragon chopper. The jump animation is. It looks like you're starting to like take off. Like, this thing could probably fly if it wanted to. It could spread its wings and just start flying. The fact that the wings like come out a little bit when you are jumping, like it's about to flap its wings, is amazing. The wheels are on fire. The eyes are on fire. The hot dog's not on fire. The hot dog is not on fire, but it doesn't matter. I've got horns on. It's got horns that are the handles. I've got horns on my head. I mean, it just fits perfect with this character. That's why I use it on my Storm, because it just fits. So, number 3, Chopper. Number 2, I'm going with a mount that is more nostalgic value than being like how it looks and how it sounds and stuff like that. Yes, the Chopper sounds cool, looks cool, but sometimes you want to go back to a throwback mount that was the first mount that you even showed in a video. My first video I did right here in my life house, and I was showing off some of the Nightmare Pack stuff, and in that video I got I had the Nightmare mount, which is shown right here. This mount is just one of my favorite mounts. Well, number 2 favorite mount in the entire game. Just because of how it looks, how it like sits there and flaps its wings really, I don't know, really just smoothly. And I really like how it puts its head up sometimes when you're, or most of the time when you're running around with it. I think it looks awesome. It's really majestic. It's a majestic ghost horse. It's from the Nightmare Pack, and that was the original Halloween pack that came out. And then of course it comes with, you know, the best mount to get would be the Nightmare. So that was just my favorite one. I really like Halloween. This one kind of goes along with that. I mean, come on, look at my mog that I've been using since the beginning almost. I really like Halloween in general. Like, October is my birthday month, so this mount, just for that kind of reason, for the look of it, is just one of my favorite mounts. Number 2 favorite mount in the game. So if you haven't guessed it by now, my number 1 choice is the Celestial Wolf, because I use this one all the time. It's just my go-to life mount, and whenever I'm on my life wizard, there are a few reasons that I actually use this as my go-to mount. Plus, I mean, it just fits perfectly with every mog I have. I mean, I know most of my mogs look like this anyway, but still it goes perfectly with it. But if you look at the backpack, when I'm using this one and I don't have the Bone Dragon in, this is the first mount on my entire list because it's Celestial Wolf, CE. So it puts it pretty high on the list. If I didn't have Bone Dragon, it'd be number 1. So it's just easy to click. It's right there. So I just go for that mount. Second reason, this has the most fluid jump animation in the game. Look at this. This is like, I don't know. I just jump all, like, if any of my friends see me on this mount, I'm just constantly like jumping around on this mount because it's just, the jump animation is just so good. It look at the wolf when he jumps. He just, I don't know, he looks so happy. His mouth opens a little bit. He's like panting. I don't know. And then it has like the outline around it because it's like a, you know, like a celestial being of a wolf. It's got like markings on it. It has a saddle. It howls occasionally. Come on, wolf, howl. Howl for me! Like, he howls and your wizard like pats his side. Oh my gosh. I want this mount. Plus the Evergreen bundle is one of the best bundles that they made. The house is great. The mount is great. The gear is not that great, but doesn't matter. The house and the mount are amazing. This mount is forever my favorite one unless they somehow release like some other kind of mount. I know the vehicle mounts are cool, but they don't have my number 1 slot. The number 1 slot is always going to be this wolf unless it somehow gets toppled. If it does, I will let you guys know if something can topple my all-time favorite Celestial Wolf mount, which I feel like a lot of people would agree with this one because this mount is just overall one of the best mounts. For me, it's the best mount in the game. So I'm sure a lot of people would have the Celestial Wolf in their top 10 if they did that. But that is gonna do it for my top 10 mounts list in the entire game, and I'm really happy with number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this top 10 mounts. A lot of fun making this. I may do other top 10s this summer. We'll have to see. Maybe top 5 something, top 10 something. I don't know. Leave suggestion in the comments. Leave a like for this though, to show your support on this new kind of series. I mean, not really a series, but it's going to be a sporadic uploading of these if I ever do it. But regardless, let me know what you guys think of my top 10 choices for these mounts. And other than that, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time.